B.O.S.S Radio Network.
Yeah, that's the sound of today's business community. It's a dog-eat-dog world and only the strong survive. The challenge is navigating the ever-changing business environment to put your business in the forefront. So how does your business keep up with the changes? That's where She's the Boss Network comes in. She's the Boss Network is an internet media network that's been helping businesses like yours get the exposure that you're looking for at reasonable cost by way of radio and video. They'll help you stay successful by navigating change and seeing the big picture. After She's the Boss Network analyzes your business and marketing strategies, you'll start to see a media presence like you've never seen in your business before. And She's the Boss Network doesn't stop there. They use their findings to create a practical plan of action, a plan that will get your business from where you are to where you need to be. There you go. Lock those dogs up for good by giving She's the Boss Network a call at 866-494-5945, extension 101, or by checking their website at she'sthebossradio.com. Again, that's 866-494-5945, extension 101, or she'sthebossradio.com.
She's the Boss Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN, She's the Boss Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month, radio opportunities, advertising, conversations, great food and drinks. So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the Boss Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to She's the Boss Radio Network. 24 hours, 7 days a week, focused on topics to build, strengthen, and inspire, as well as motivate men, women, and youth from the homes into the conference room and around our communities. I am your host, Lakita, along with my fabulous co-host.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Unbox. We are glad that you're joining us tonight. And, of course, you know we've always got something for your listening ears. Here we go.
As Pam said, this is Unbox. No, I don't. Turn me up in the headphones. They said on the radio. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
I'm just joking, but no, I don't hear it.
Oh, somebody might couldn't hear me.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So we thank you for tuning into the show. If you'd like to be a part of the show, we invite you to call us at 443-272-5922 or join us on www.she'sthebossradio.com. Click on the V Lounge or, you can go. There's no more V Lounge.
There's no more V Lounge. Yeah.
That's only because Mike asked me, can we bring the V Lounge back? But you can listen to us on tunein.com. Go to Google Alexa and say, hey, play She's the Boss Radio. Shoutcast. You can just click on us there, or you can check us out on Facebook where She's the Boss Radio. Follow us on Twitter where She's the Boss Radio without the O. And we're on IG, WSTBRN. Twitch and Tumblr, we are WSTBR. If you go out to the she'sthebossradio.com site, though, you can connect with us via contact. So if you email us or reach out to us on the contact page, you can definitely get to us that way. So, how was your day?
You need a breath. Not bad. I think the weather's got me a little bit. You know, I was saying my day has been pretty good. It's just like, I don't know if something about this weather when it's raining all day long, it gets me where I'm ready, like this no talk.
Nap time.
ready for, like nice relaxing
Yes.
bath or shower, and then you
Yes.
just, kind of chill back, and then
Yes.
if your eyes close up on you, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
Today was a day that I wanted to go take a nap so bad. And in fact, my cousin called and she's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm so sleepy. I want to take a nap." She said, "Well, don't just go ahead and take a power nap." I said, "Power nothing. I'll be
real deal.
powered down. It'll be all right.
Be a
I will
real
miss
deal."
everything." So I ate lunch, and after I ate lunch, I had a real chunky girl moment because I got the itis and I was ready to really, really take a nap then. But I was like, "Girl, go get yourself a cup of coffee, cup of tea, cup of something because you need to get up." And I did. But it kind of gave me a jolt of energy, and I was
That was good.
I kind of got excited. I'm working on a project to put some stuff together for the business. So I put together an employee handbook, my employee handbook manual. Yeah, I did.
Yes.
And so it was really cool and putting it together because let me tell you, so we've been in IT probably 20.
No,
we not even going, we've been there for a minute. And I said to Mike, "You mean to tell me I've been in IT over all these years and I just figured out how to put together a table of contents?" Yeah, I did. It's so funny because I've tried so many times to get the table of contents. You can do it, like it tells you, like if you open up a Word document, you're supposed to be able to click. My table of contents never worked.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, do you know? And they already have a template for that. Okay.
It never worked. Like, because after they do, now granted they do have a template, but you have to still follow the headings and where to put certain things. Because if not, it just won't pick it up. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm on to something."
That publisher also.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I was using it was a Word document,
Okay,
so I did.
go
That's
ahead.
the reason why I didn't do it in Publisher. But it was crazy because it is really not as difficult as and I don't know why it seemed like it was the hardest thing in the world for me to do prior to now. Girl, I sat there and I'm knocking that thing out. And so finally, like I said, I was sitting there and I was eating and I got tired, but I got so excited because I could actually see it all coming together right before my eyes. And I was like, "Oh, it looks so professional. I'm so excited." And somebody said to me, my cousin said to me, she's like, "I don't know why you keep doubting yourself." She was like, you can do this. Like, what's going on with you?" And it was good to hear that coming from her because usually I've never heard her say that. But she's like, "Why you doubting yourself?" And I don't know that I was doubting myself more so than I have this thing, and maybe it is a little bit of doubt, but I have this. You go here. I have this thing where I like to step back and look at the finished product, and then I feel like I've actually done something. Like I could be doing it, but I don't see it until it's actually done, and then I look at it as like, "Oh, I did it." Or if someone compliments it, then I feel like, or somebody affirms or confirms it, I feel like, okay, I did it. And I know those are issues that I'm working out right now. Like I'm working on those things because they are, or they can be, something of an issue. So I know that I'm working on it. But today, really, I felt like I really accomplished something. I did. I felt like I really did accomplish something. I felt like I'm really doing some stuff here.
But you are, because my daughter, when I talked to her today, she was saying, "Mommy, I did, like I said, she found her way around because she's gone, on a little vacation right now, and she's in a place you can say a foreign place that she's not, like I said, that she hadn't been before. And she's getting around and she's going like, I feel like even my little accomplishments, I'm like, yes, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like say, even the little things that we do, you like said,
Right.
yeah, it's great.
Right, especially if it's something that's taking you out of your comfort
Mm-hmm.
zone or something that's causing you to become unboxed. It really do make you feel like, yes, like I'm doing it. And so I felt really good about it. I was really excited and just the fact that the finished product and holding the finished product in my hand, it's like, okay, this is super cool. So then I try to go back, in which case I was like, why didn't you just do this in the first place? So I tried to go back and add the numbers, the page numbers at the bottom. Because right now it did calculate the pages in the table of contents. So I know that if I, but
Yes.
I don't have the page numbers on the bottom, in which case I would have liked to have had my page numbers on the bottom. I'm not tripping off of that because when I clicked on it and I did put the page numbers, it threw the whole thing off. I was like, the devil is a lie. I will undo that and I will
Okay.
we will just not have no page numbers. Because I'm not doing that.
You
But
said it should. Okay. Anyway,
should
yeah,
have,
it should put your
but
numbers on it, regardless that you didn't do it at the beginning.
it didn't put the page numbers on it, but it did calculate the page numbers. So it would take you direct. If you said I'm going to page 5, if you said certain things on page 5, it would be. It's just that you don't see the number 5 on your page. You literally would have to kind of like go through the book. It's like, okay, that's not a big thing. Hey, listen, I got the meat of it, all of it that's supposed to be in there is there. So it's like, I'm not even gonna trip off the rest of it. So it's like, yeah, I ain't stressing out over that. So, but it's definitely coming together. And so it's good because, like I said, it's almost like you can kind of see some things build in right before. We always talk about the foundation of things and how you can't have something strong. You can't have a body if you don't have the skeleton to hold everything together, right? You can't have a house if the house doesn't have any foundation to sit on. It doesn't have the framework. You just can't have it. In which case, you can't have a business if you don't have the foundation to that business, meaning different components, that a business plan, your employee handbook, like whatever it is, whatever the rules of the game, your engagement
your rules,
is,
your
you
policies,
need all of that. So
how it's going to be governed, like that, all those different things, correct?
Yeah. So that's the word I was looking for. I think somebody asked me, did I have an SOP, standard
Standard operation procedures.
Yes. And I've been trying to think of that all day. Look, I need a pen. I need to write that down because somebody asked me, did I have that? And it's like, no, I didn't have that. And so, and I was trying to think of the word today. I was trying to tell Dee, and I was like, somebody asked me, and I couldn't think of the word to save my life. So good, thank you. I'll take that. So I need to put put that together. But it's all along. It all goes with putting together the process. And so, how do you grow from one place to the next if your foundation isn't there? If my skeleton isn't in place, wow, I can't grow. My limbs can't grow. My arms and my legs can't grow because my skeletal or my foundation is not in place. So I'm like, okay, this
You'd be a blob.
Yeah,
Think about it.
Yeah.
If we didn't have the skeleton, all it was the flesh and the muscle. Even though you have muscles, it needs a skeletor in order for it to, to be
everything
to move the
together.
hands, to move your feet, it's like that. So.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
So I've definitely been having an interesting time putting all that together and just watching that form right before my eyes. And it's so crazy because I never do stuff like the average person goes from A to B. I always got to start from Z and go all the way back to A, because who does the employee handbook before you do the rest of it? It's just, that's how it was coming together for me. I guess as long as it comes together in the end, then I guess,
I mean, it's
we all
working.
don't start at the beginning. Sometimes we start in the middle. So it may be easier, but it is what it is.
I mean, it sounds like, you put in place with the things that they need to be in place right at this moment. And some things can come into play a little bit later. But like I said, it's the foundation that you needed to make sure that the structure was there. Once the employees come, like I said, you have these employees working for you, then you already
Yeah.
have then you know that you need to make sure those other things are in place, and then boom, here they come. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, I know. Hey, there's manuals out there all the time for
All the
us.
time.
And there are, like I said, there's step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sometimes you cannot go beyond. You jump from step 1, 2, and 3 to get to 7. That you must complete
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. And there's other things you might say. I can go from 1, 2, and 3, but then I can skip all the way to 7 and go back and fill in the rest.
That's so
and that
true.
sounds like that's what you're doing. That's all.
That's so true. So we're gonna take our first break. When we come back, we're gonna touch a little bit on last week, but just kind of because I did want to add something to what Pam just said. But and then we're gonna jump into our topic of the day. But we'll be right back after this break.
She's the boss. Radio Network.
Beauty's in the eye. We complicate things when all along it's just perfect as it is. Beauty is from within. It's how you feel, not as how others see you. Skincare shouldn't be complicated. She's the Boss believes skincare should be nurturing, easy to use, smell delicious, feel refreshing, and look incredible. She's the Boss Cosmetics and Skincare brings you our botanical-based skincare line that's gentle, uncomplicated, and extremely effective for men, women, and youth. Feel confident and radiate a power glow that flows from the inside out. Exude an assurance that extends from the home into the conference room. Visit us at www.shes-the-boss.com or call us at 866-494-5945 to get yours today.
She's the Boss Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN, She's the Boss Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month, radio opportunities, advertising, conversations, great food and drinks. So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
Welcome back, everyone. We're getting unboxed tonight. We were talking about the structure of things and foundation and how important it is to have those things in place. And we were talking about, and I was sharing with Pam how I tend to not start always at the beginning. And it was so funny because a lot of times, like if you're putting together a business plan, it asks you in the beginning, like, your objective and, a lot about the business and how you see the business. And it's so funny because we always think that we're supposed to do that part first, when in all actuality, you're supposed to do that part at the very end. Mm-hmm. It's okay to skip through certain things. You're putting together a procedure or process, so it's okay to skip from between different things. The thing is, at the end, to make sure everything comes together at the end. So it's not always a situation of 1, 2, 3 or ABC. Sometimes, as Pam said before, you can jump around a little bit. The important part is that at the end, everything comes together. So we're not saying go put your steps on your house before you go build the basement. Don't do that yet. But
I think it's like you said, those are your building blocks and making sure that you don't forget something. Okay, because these are things that's going to make the structure of the business and make the business run. Okay, you know that there are certain point that you're going to have employees. There are certain points where you're going to have to purchase things. There are certain points where you may not need to do it at this moment.
Right.
But by having those things detailed out, like that when the time comes, you have a reference to go back to and say, even if you have to modify or, make some revisions, you still have the structure there in order to get you to where it is that you need to go. Because there's so many things that, are elements of a business, when you're putting it together. I know when we first started writing that business plan, I was like, man, what is all this stuff? Remember? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I said your stuff and coming up, okay, how are you going to know?
Yeah.
About how much money is going to be allocated to this thing and allocated to over here, and what about your office? I mean, just little things sometimes you may not even think about, but when you put those things together, and you might say again, you don't have your employees at that moment, but again, when it comes to that time frame, you have something in place. How do you govern them? What about the things that they can do, the things that they can't do, what they can wear? I mean, it's just it's the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I put it. It's narrowed all the way down to the what is it? The work. I'm sorry, the break room procedures. Like, who's responsible for cleaning up there? Like, I was like, okay, Lakita, work it out. So anybody starting work tomorrow, guess what? You got your manual. Everything is in place.
Even today, where I'm working at now, we're still doing SOPs or standard operating procedures in certain areas because there are certain things that we're doing now that we didn't do before.
Right.
And so, in the midst of that, like I said, we have to put the procedures together. So again,
very important stuff.
Very important. But, like I said, in the business, they already know these are some of the things that we're going to be needing now or in the future.
Yeah, very good stuff. So, thank you, because we definitely wanted to just that's been my experience today, and that's what kind of relit the fuse under me today when I was having my sleepy moment. I was like, later for naps. Nobody got time for that.
Like I said, I think it was all this rain that we had rain. We were out in the Baltimore region, and we had rain. I know it was a lot of rain came even down last night. For one point, I was like, wait a minute, is that the rain?
It just slept,
rain into
like
my morning. Like I said, it was still was cloudy out when I came off from my job, and it was like, man, I could use a good nap.
So we want to say a special thank you to our special guest last week, our guest co-host, Miss Joanne Cam, Esquire. We always get some good stuff on third Thursdays. Listen, by the time and then it was so funny because she did post the other day. She'll send me different stuff, and I'm like, okay. But she did post that she had I think the judge delayed it or whatever, but I think it turned out in her favor. So congratulations. But yeah, so it's very interesting to have a friend that works that's in the courtroom
because she was telling me some things that I didn't even know. Not that I'm planning on going into the courtroom, but
that's right.
But you never know what life can hand you. Like something else come this way. And at least I know. Okay. You know what? Hey, am I under arrest?
Right.
If I'm not,
I'm ready.
Bye. Well, wait a minute. After my snack.
Right. So it's funny because Mike and I was watching one of those shows the other day, and the guy was on there, and I said to Mike, "Is he being detained or is he arrested?"
If they don't say you're arrested, you're being detained. I don't have to stay.
I don't have to stay, and I don't have to talk either. So make sure you get your snack before they send you. Either way, they send you to jail or home.
And if you don't have a lawyer, you just say, "I want a lawyer." Let the conversation stop.
But then I tell you, I learned a lot because I didn't even know that you could have representation when you're going for bail. I never knew that. I've never heard anybody even say that. I was like, I wonder just how many folks know that that's an option.
Yeah.
Do they tell you that when you're going out for bail that that's an option to actually have someone represent you?
Yeah.
for bill. Probably not, because I'm sure a lot of folks that probably don't have bills would probably get them if they had the proper representation to help them get one. So I just thought that was very, very interesting. So I get excited about Third Thursdays because I know we get ready to learn some stuff. Me and Pam, and we know we not lawyers. Don't call us because you're going to jail. But
that's why we have the expert.
That's why we have the expert. But it's some good stuff to learn. And I think every week we do come away with some nuggets. We do learn some stuff. So thank you again, Joanne, for Third Thursdays. Be sure to tune in to Third Thursdays with us, or send us any questions that you may have to ask an expert, because she definitely have. I think there's some questions that Mike already getting his questions ready for the next time. Right. But I think you'll be surprised, like some of the things that we kind of I'm gonna say take for granted in a sense.
I would say that.
Yeah. It's some things that you should know, and it's a situation of, if you don't know, then you don't know, and it's easy for you to get yourself tripped up into a situation if you just don't know. So it's the best thing to do, if you don't, not to say a thing and ask for some representation.
Because as we know, and we hear it all the time, and and not just on. I'm not talking about no television where you watch, these programs. I'm talking about real life, where we hear, about someone who has spent all this time, in prison or in jail, for a crime they did not commit, or and it's because, the likeness of it may have been because they were speaking before they had representation.
Yep. And listen,
and not knowing all of their rights.
That's it. That's it. Because it's easy to trip you up. We were talking about how, sometimes you're just so upset about what's going on and you're nervous, and you probably, like for me, I get nervous when the police just pull me over for a traffic violation. And I didn't do anything. Like, I haven't broken any laws. But you just get a little nervous, and I guess it's the climate that we're living into. So, it makes you a little uneasy, and then you don't know what type of day that officer may be having, and what their intentions are. So it can get you a little upset. And so you just jump out there and start saying stuff. Well, yeah, it's easy for them to use those things against you. So, you're not talking unless they reading you your rights. And if they're not reading you your rights, then I can't be arrested if you're not giving me my rights, because if we talking and you can't use that in court,
you can't use that against me
because you haven't given me my
rights.
Exactly. So, like I say, I think it was funny because I was telling Kayla, I say, "Oh, Kayla, you missed the show." And Joanne said, "But Ma, you've been telling us that since we was little. Don't say nothing." Call my mother. I say, don't call me call me because I'm calling the lawyer. But yeah, so some good stuff, some very, very good stuff to learn. So you just don't want to miss Third Thursdays. So tonight, we're gonna throw out our topic, and we're about to come up on our next break of the evening. Tonight's really going by fast, but tonight's topic is yesterday's price is not today's price. Now, given the climate that we're living in, everything
seemed to have gone
through the roof.
A dozen eggs, eggs. But we already know the gas prices have gone up extremely, because I'm like, But yeah, I went to.
I can only imagine.
They've come down a little bit there, though. I remember going to the one store that I favor it. And I go in there because they have pretty decent prices. And I wanted to get some. I already had some eggs home, but I said, I'm gonna give me another dozen because I've used up most of the eggs. And oh my goodness, my store that I went into, I'm not even gonna name the store, but I went in there and the eggs was $2 and something for a dozen. I was like, what? When I usually go into this particular store and I can get a dozen eggs for under $1 sometimes. Okay,
well, I don't know what store
I was like, what?
I saw was over $3.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And then I went to another store and said, I didn't get my eggs that day. I'm not going to be no eggs here. I'm thinking something got to be wrong here.
Yeah.
Go to another store and just like you said, there was over $3. for
Yep.
a dozen
A dozen of eggs.
I was like, are you kidding
yeah,
me?
everything is going through the
chicken?
roof. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we gonna go to our break, and when we come back, Pam get ready to tell you how you might as well buy a farm and raise your own chickens. Because to buy a chicken, you might as well raise your own chickens. When we come back, we're gonna dig into our topic of conversation today. Yesterday's prices is not today's prices. I say Fat Joe said it best. I mean, what was it? Yeah, Fat Joe said it best. He nailed it when he said that. We'll be right back after this break.
She's the boss. Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Jenny James for Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner. You've probably been home a lot more. Maybe you have kids like me who spill all the time, and you've noticed that your carpet's not looking so good. Why don't you call Neatly Done Carpet Cleaner? They use a dry extraction service, so you won't have wet carpet all day long, and you can get back to doing the things you love with your family immediately. And it's a way to make your room healthier while improving your indoor air quality. You can do tile, slate, granite, ceramic, area rugs, and yes, they're pet friendly too. Why don't you get a free, no obligation estimate today? NeatlyDoneSanAntonio.com.
She's the Boss Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In, Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN, She's the Boss Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month, radio opportunities, advertising, conversations, great food and drinks. So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight we're talking about yesterday's prices. Is it not? Yesterday's prices is not today's prices. So, I was working on a project, and something came to mind, and I thought about this. So what do you do, Pam? What do you do when clients want to minimize your service or product? Like, what do you do? Do you and it's funny because a lot of times, people want to they always want to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to negotiate. You always want to get the price down. It's just too much. What is that for? And so what do you do in those situations? Because if I go, we just talked about giants. Well, we didn't say giants. We talked about the stores being really, really high in eggs, right? Mm-hmm. So if I go in the store and the dozen of eggs is $3.99, and I typically don't pay $3.99 for a dozen of eggs, I probably pay $1.75 or $1.50. Do I take that dozen of eggs to the counter and say, listen, $3.99
is too much.
That's too much. That's just too high for a dozen of eggs. Why am I paying $3.99 for a dozen of eggs? What are they going to say to me?
Put it back or pay for it and get out. No, don't say that.
Exactly.
They won't say it quite like that, but they'll nicely let you know. Unfortunately, this is our price.
That's the price.
And this is, if you like it, if you want to purchase it, you're welcome to. But if you don't, we'll put it back for you.
Is that or security going to follow me around the store because they're going to think I'm stealing them?
The gist of it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So you don't get the option to go into a store and say to them, listen, I'm that's just too much.
The main thing I think, like I said, with the stores and like in your business, you may be able to offer something, at a discounted price, but to discount your whole store, that usually
So
is not
even-
the way, businesses run,
So
where
let
they
me ask you
discount
this.
everything in the store.
Even in a store, and I'm saying this from other experiences too. Like if I go into maybe, I'm just going to throw this out, an example, like in Old Navy, right?
Mhm.
If you go in Old Navy and something costs $39.95, and you get there and your order, your what you got is well over what you intended on spending. Now in my mind, excuse me, there's been plenty of things that I felt like, oh my gosh, that's just too much. Like for me, I will not spend a whole lot of money for a pair of ripped jeans. I feel like it may be just too much. So I'm not gonna go to the counter and say, you know what, this is just ridiculous. These pants are ripped. I'm not paying
And
that.
I
for
ain't
that.
even rip 'em.
And I ain't even rip them. And by the time I wash them, they're gonna rip some more. So I'm not going to the desk with that. But I may say, hey, do you have a coupon?
Yeah.
Or they may even offer me a coupon. But I most certainly can't go in there and say, listen, I want a discount off of this if there's no discounts being offered. They may say, oh, hey, have you signed up for bonus
Yeah,
bucks?
loyalty, how you hear
something.
these different types of
Exactly.
programs that they may offer. Correct.
Exactly. So if you come back, you may be able to use those coupons at that time, which for me, by the time I always I forget about, I have a whole pocketbook full, and then I forget when I go back, it's like, oh God, they all expired at that point. But in the same breath too, I'm saying that to say that even to go in and expect that, you can't always expect a discount unless a discount is being offered. And then when do you is it okay to say, like, because for me, I don't like to engage with the haggling customer. I don't. I feel like one of the things that I feel like small business owners have the toughest time with is those who feel like because you're a small business, you have to lower your price to meet their need. Well, no. So is there a point when it's okay to say, you know what, maybe my service or my product isn't for you? Do we feel like, because let me take that. I don't want to say I had struggled with wanting to help and negotiate with a customer or a client. I've always said, you know what, the motto is the customer's always right. You want to service your customer, you want to service your client, and so the customer is always right. So you're doing all the things that you need to do or that you can do to kind of accommodate the customer, be it changing the product, be it lowering your price, whatever it takes, you're doing that to try to accommodate your customer. So I'm at a place now though where I don't want to haggle with you because my prices are what my prices are. And if you're saying to me, hey, that's too much. Okay, well, my price, my service or what I'm offering, my products that I'm offering you, just not the product for you. So personally though, I do get offended as a person that's offering this service, because I know that I'm giving you a quality service. I know that I'm giving you what you asked for. I know that most of the time when people come to you, they're coming to you at the last minute because they need you in a crunch, because somebody else that they were trying to use didn't come through for them, or whatever the case may be, or they may try to haggle them with their prices too. So a lot of times they're coming to you at the last minute and you're trying to accommodate the need of that customer. But then they say, that's too much.
As a business, you have to also remind yourself, I'm in business because I want to be in business. So if I give away the store, I won't be in business.
Nope.
I'm defeating my own purpose. Therefore, I believe, because you know your business, You know your products. How can I service my customers? How can I, in this time, help my customers? You take an inventory of your products. Is there something else that I can discount that I know my customers like? Or is there something that I can package together that would help my customers, like I said, to the point of I'll give you this product A and the product that you're looking for, like I said, and you can package them together. But again, you can't give away your business. You want to help and assist, your customers. And unfortunately, some of those customers that you had before, because of their income has changed, may not be able to get those things all the time where they were before. Let's say they were buying something from you every week. Well, now they're down to I can only afford to get something every month. Okay, but those customers are still there. There's always other customers. Everybody is not in the same boat.
Right.
We're not.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
So
we gonna make it
therefore,
seem like it,
other
but we
people
really
can,
not.
like I said, can afford to buy the product at the whole value. You know what I'm saying? But again, by just taking inventory of what it is that you have, because again, you don't want to put yourself out of business in order to accommodate everybody, because you will put yourself out of business if you try to accommodate everyone.
Exactly.
You too have to pay the bills, eat, and so
That's right.
on. So you know what your product is worth. You know some of the things that you can do. So you have to know what it is that you can offer to a customer to help in their in the system with your product that they love. Perhaps you're saying like, keep checking back with us. Next month we're doing a special, and perhaps you get at that time. You can pick it up, and then again, you're letting the customer know, I'm not changing my for you today, but look in the future, because then we're doing something every month, or we're doing something every quarterly, or whatever like this. Keep in touch with us, and you'll see some of the things we're doing to assist you in your endeavor to get some of our products.
It really did change the way I look at business in terms of working with customers and clients. And when I say that, and we talked about earlier, building the foundation, it made me say, okay, there's some processes that need to be put in place. Contracts need to be put in place. Don't be, I because I love to do what I do, it's nothing for me to just say, okay, great, and just start working on a project because I like what I do. But I feel like you should never take for granted that the person's going to just do whatever it is you want them to do, because you know that they have a passion for it, or you know that they have a love for it. So you're just going to say, okay, well, I know that person's going to do it because, yeah. So you shouldn't. So what it did was though, and I'm thankful, because it made me look at everything different. We always talk about the value of time. Right. And what the value of time looks like for you, and how you can't, whatever time you've put into whatever it is you're doing, you can never get that time back. So whenever I'm doing something, I like to give it the time that I need to give it to make it. That's that little teeny piece of me that might be a perfectionist. That's what somebody told me, but I don't think I'm totally in denial of it. But it's that little piece of me that want to make sure what I'm giving to you is a quality product or a quality service. So I'm going to do what I need to do to make it happen. But then when I give it to you, and I give it to you what you asked for, and then you discount it, or, I just feel like at that point, it's like, okay, yeah, it really makes you reevaluate things as a business owner, because for years I have given away the store. So now I'm at a place where no, I've done that part. I've given. I've given. So I'm over giving. And it's now time to put in those processes in place so that when someone comes to you for a product or a service, this is it.
Right.
This is the price.
I mean, like
this
I said,
is the process. This is this is how it works.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, as the business owner, you can come up with some things, but again, I don't think you can have me dictate to you exactly. I mean, I can offer you my a suggestion, or well, I think it should be this, and then you can come up with some concepts or some plans to say, okay, look, I know that you normally would come here, Pam, and you would buy certain things from me.
Right.
You know what? If you, we got a club, I join the club. If you join the club and you get into this club, this is what this club offers you. Blah blah blah, and you'll be able to go. Because sometimes when you're in the club, like that club or whatever, this program that you created can sometimes be more, a little cheaper for that person.
Hold that thought, Pam. It's a break time. When we come back, Pam's going to finish it. I like the club experience. We'll be right back after this break.
She's the boss. Radio Network.
Beauty's in the eye. We complicate things when all along it's just perfect as it is. Beauty is from within. It's how you feel, not as how others see you. Skincare shouldn't be complicated. She's the Boss believes skincare should be nurturing, easy to use, smell delicious, feel refreshing, and look incredible. She's the Boss Cosmetics and Skincare brings you our botanical-based skincare line that's gentle, uncomplicated, and extremely effective for men, women, and youth. Feel confident and radiate a power glow that flows from the inside out. Exude an assurance that extends from the home into the conference room. Visit us at www.shes-the-boss.com or call us at 866-494-5945 to get yours today.
She's the Boss Enterprises, in collaboration with Get It In Island Cuisine 2, presents WSTBRN, She's the Boss Radio's second Thursday's networking mixer. Every second Thursday of the month from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we will be highlighting a business once a month, radio opportunities, advertising, conversations, great food and drinks. So come on out and enjoy $3 rum punches, $5 Tito's vodka, and $7 catfish platters. For more information on this event and others, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, we are She's the Boss Radio. Twitter, we are She's the Boss Radio without the O. IG, Twitch, and Tumblr, we are WSTBRN. Or go out to www.she'sthebossradio.com. We make radio first so that your vision will be heard. If you would like to shine a light on your business during Second Thursdays, please email us at info@she'sthebossradio.com using the hashtag in the subject line, shine a light on it.
We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music. She's the boss. Radio Network.
Welcome back. We are getting unboxed tonight. We're talking about yesterday's prices is not today's price. And Pam was saying before we went to break.
Yeah, I was saying, like I said, there's, as the business owner offering, different programs or some discounts, like that on products. Again, you got to know what your inventory is. Like I said, you don't just want to give away everything. Maybe you have an abundance of something, and then you say, hey, or look online. We do some, promotional things, like that, and what you're looking for may be in that. We already know. As a, you have to understand that everybody's is not in the same boat. Okay, the customer that you've been having for a long time, maybe you will do something for them, something special for them, but you can't do it for everybody.
Right.
Again, the one thing that I was talking about was, like I said, you got these different programs out there. You know how we talk about the loyalty programs, or you get
Rewards.
into we'll send you something every month club or something of that nature. I mean, again, you are the one.
Right.
You set the parameters as the business owner. Like I said, you listen to your customers, but you can't just give it away. You got to figure out what is the best way for your business to strive and keep going in order to, and to satisfy your customer. that you have to always know that that's not going to be your only customer. If customer is not able to afford it at this moment, there's others out there too who can afford it at this moment. And then you can make revisions for that customer who's been loyal to you, in some other way or some other fashion.
So is it okay to be able to, is it okay to say, or I guess I'm going to choose my words carefully. Is it okay to turn away a client or a customer?
To turn them away, not without, like I said, not without offering something, like I said, that can help benefit them as well. I wouldn't just turn them away. Oh, go girl. Well, girl, I'm sorry.
No.
Like I said, if you could put something together and, like I said, give them an option by using or utilizing one of those types of programs or like I said, a discount or whatever you got in place. Because again, then you at least gave me an option, and I feel better, even if I couldn't utilize the option as a customer. I feel like, you know what, once I get my stuff back in order, then I'll still participate and I'll still buy from you because you offered me something. You gave me some hope, just that I can't use it at this moment. So I think it's all about how
you present it.
How you present it.
So I come to you and I say, listen, Lakita, $5 is too much for that. And I say, okay, well, that's the smallest. The next price is a medium, it's 10. The next price is a large, 15. And you say to me, those prices may be a little bit too much. I didn't expect to pay that. Do I say to you, okay, well, all right, well, okay, you didn't expect to pay that. Maybe next week you might want to come in and, I think we're having a sale next week. Maybe try again
Yeah.
next week. I understand that, but because I'm gonna tell you that has happened to me when I've gone, like I said, I'll for lack of a better place to say, Old Navy, I'll go in there and I might not have the bonus bucks, and she'll say, have you signed up online to get your coupons, next week? They tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
Or next month. And it's funny because, like I said, I always miss them. it's never when I actually need
But
them.
it
And they always
made a difference
expire,
to you that they did give you something. They gave you an option. They presented you with something instead of just saying, too bad.
Right.
Right. Hey, now I have been places where they just looked at me like, so what? What you want me to do? That's a turn off. I'm like, what? Really? And you work here? But
let's see if you're gonna be here after I write this note.
But I think a person can appreciate.
Yeah.
There's something, and that you heard me. Even like, ooh, girl, this thing is like, ooh, when did the price go up?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I remember coming in here. I know, yes, things, like I said, it has, because of the economy and everything, that things have gone up. But, like I said, hey, just check back with us, because periodically, there's something that goes, and I can't tell you it's going to be, but it is, we do periodically have these sales, and that might be one of those things that's on sale. Or if it's not, check with us, and who knows, you might like something else, in its place. So again, there's an option.
So to the consumer, as a consumer, I'm going to make this suggestion to you. If you, as the smaller businesses, the mom and pop shops and the small business owners, a lot of times they are running their business, and honestly, a lot of times the prices aren't as high as they probably could be. Because honestly, if you think about it, and from my experience, I'm just using my experiences. When I've gone to the smaller businesses or the mom and pops, the products are a little bit more unique than they would be if I go into like a major store. Everything's pretty much the same, right? So you kind of getting a different quality of a product when you go into the smaller mom and pop shops or the small business owners. A lot of times those are unique products that you might not go into a bigger chain store and see those things, right? So sometimes those things can be handmade, which case it costs for them to make those products, the time that it takes to make those products. Sometimes it takes a little bit more. That's why you don't get a whole bunch of them. That's why they're not in the chain stores, because it just takes a little bit more to create those final products. Don't go into them and try to haggle the price. If you feel like it's something that is just too much, go to one of the major brand stores. Go buy one of the things that you see where they can afford. Because most of the times those products are the ones that the prices need to be chopped down tremendously because they did it in bulk. You know what I'm saying? They're getting it in bulk. So don't try to do it, because me, if I go, I love seeing different unique type things, and I know I'm not gonna go
and see it everywhere else. Mass production. It's mass produced here.
Exactly. I remember one time Mike got me this purse. The purse was the purse is beautiful. And it was a little vendor space. We were at an event and they had a little vendor space, and they were handmade purse bags. The bag was genuine leather. These women actually did these bags, and the bag was gorgeous. And I thought and she told me the price, and I clutched my pearls because I was like, Jesus. I thought to myself, Lord, that's a lot. That's not a Gucci. That's not a Louis. But I didn't say that to the young lady, because and as she was explaining to me about the bag, I could now understand the time and what it took to make that bag happen. At the time, I didn't have it, so I was thinking, okay, well, I took her information, and that's like, in my mind, as soon as I get my money right, I'm definitely, because I loved what I saw. So I didn't haggle her and go at her neck about how much it cost, because that was her price. That's her price. That's how much she's selling that bag for. I can't afford it, but I promise you, the person behind me could come and get that bag, because the bags was flying off the shelf. So I'm just saying that you need to understand that sometimes the little guy, the mom and pop shops, the small business owners, we are working just as hard as some of these major companies and corporations, right? And agencies.
Because you actually are working, like I said, they're working against you because they have so much inventory where you may not have that much inventory as they do. And then, like I said, your customers, your base may not be as large as their customer base, because we know, like, I'm going to use it, Walmarts and things of that nature, the Target or Target, they already have their base of customers. And if you're just opening up, even like I said, a smaller shop, you have to draw those people, like I said, draw other people to you.
Yeah, and they work just as hard as those major, if not harder than those major
because,
companies.
Like I said, they got their commercials going. So you see them all the time. And like I said, and a lot of times with the smaller business, sometimes it's a word of mouth. That gets other people to them.
That's it. So, we just want you to respect those small business owner. If you can't handle the price, then okay, you can't handle the price, but do not discount their work, because I promise you, they work just as hard as some of the major places out here. You really, if you're going to be supportive, be supportive. It may not be the day that you can order or get that particular product. Just know that, you should be supportive. Don't discount them. Because like I said, I get a little offended when you want to come lowball me. Don't come lowball me, because I work hard. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the money. I'm gonna give you a quality product. Don't come lowball me. So thank you all again for tuning into the show. Hey, we're working really hard to have a special guest. I want to see if I can get a special guest into you all, but we will see. Stay tuned. You check out the post to see who we're gonna invite to the show. I'm working real hard. I would love to have her here. Thank you again for tuning into the show. As always, we enjoy spending time with all of our boss, because each and every one of you, whether you want to admit it or not, you run a business of some kind, be it in the home, the conference room, or the community. Please tune into the show every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We enjoy hearing from you, or you can email us at info@shesthebossradio.com, or go out to shesthebossradio.com, click on the contact us page. You can also shoot us a text there. Don't forget, reach out to us on our social medias. We're She's the Boss Radio on Facebook, She's the Boss Radio without the O on Twitter, and connect with us on well, no more V Lounge. Haha. Well, it may be. I don't know. No, right now it's not, but somebody asked for the
But they got plenty of other ways to contact us. That's for sure.
Yes. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, stay blessed, and we will see you soon. Good night.
Good night.
She's the boss. Radio Network. We don't break the laws. We just make up our own. The internet's best choice for music.